We've been interviewing for another anatomy lecturer for the Swansea University Medical School this week. Partly because we need another pair of hands. Sorry, anatomy jokes. Didn't actually think about that before I did this. Good job I didn't make any bad jokes like that in the interview. I probably did actually, didn't I? Anyway, so we advertised a while ago. We shortlisted. We had a bunch of candidates give us presentations and then interviews last week. Interestingly enough, they were all women and they were from all around the world. There aren't very many of us anatomists available in the world. The candidate that we selected, who I don't think watches my videos, she was very impressive for a number of reasons. Her presentation was very inspirational, but the thing that stood out was she spoke like a very experienced teacher, but she hasn't been teaching for very long. This will be her first permanent full-time job, I think. And I was very impressed by that. This was someone that is really engaged with the teaching, really engaged with the students, really motivated by the students, and has potentially become experienced very quickly, which is an interesting idea because experience is gained by spending a lot of time doing something, right? So how can you get experience quickly? Well, in my experience, there are a few things you can do. One, throw yourself in and spend a huge amount of time doing the thing you want to get experienced in, because the amount of time you spend doing it means you'll get experienced more quickly, right? That seems logical. The second one, the second one really is about reflection, I guess. You do the thing, you reflect on what you do, you think, oh, that went well, I'll do that again. Oh, that didn't go so well, I'll do it differently next time. But we're all taught to reflect for various reasons these days. It's kind of pushed down our throats. But to be honest, anybody that's good at anything naturally reflects on what they do, because that's how they got good at that thing that they got good at, because they thought about what they did and worked out how they could do it gooder next time. Oh, okay. But a lot of the time, becoming experienced means making mistakes and accepting you're going to make mistakes. Like that. So I'm trying to print these vertically because I think that'll give me some advantages, but taking the supports off has broken this. Well, yes, I'm using 3D printing as an example of making mistakes, learning from your mistakes, and then changing what you do. Like, I think I'm going to have more infill in the digits so that they're stronger, because that was really weak. But experience is gained through making mistakes. Small mistakes, big mistakes. And if you work with other people that are experienced, they will probably have already made those mistakes. You can use their experience to learn from them, from their mistakes, so you don't have to make them. Although, to be honest, you probably still will make some of them, and you'll have to learn the hard way. But yes, and that's what I think. This candidate that we interviewed has come from somewhere that I know is an excellent place, that has excellent people, and I think she's used that to the best of her advantage. I think we have excellent people here teaching anatomy at Swansea University as well, so I think she will benefit from that. We will benefit from that. Fingers crossed, right? Okay, right, I'm going to go and replan this. I think the carpal bones are printed alright, which is actually the problem I was trying to solve. Just created myself another problem, didn't I? Is that a crocodile over there or a log? Yeah. This is the first paddle of the year, because we don't tend to paddle through the winter because it's just too windy and too cold. And it's like a Kit shakedown and a Kim shakedown.
Oh god. It's quite big.
The idea is to go out when they're not there, in between them. See, that's a bit of experience there. You learn through experience that you often forget to take stuff, or do you have this thing or that thing. So through experience I've learned that having a shakedown in local waters that I know well early on in the year, and I think, oh, I could do with one of those, oh, I forgot this, means that when you venture to the Pembrokeshire cliffs and to Scotland, you're better prepared. It's very murky, loads of bits. Well, this is like an unexpected no wind day after a lot of high winds and storms and rain. Yeah.
When we were climbing a few weeks ago, it was quite clear.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a swell today. Kim's not nervous of the swell out here, it's the getting in and landing. Here's a funny thing. Most people, rock climbing, right? Most people learn to rock climb. Okay, maybe I should rephrase this. This is probably anecdote rather than evidence, but in my experience, most people learn to rock climb by kind of teaching themselves to rock climb, or rock climbing with friends and learning through experience, which has got to be the worst way to learn how to rock climb, right? Because there's a real risk that if you make a mistake, it could result in, you know, something really bad happening. And yet, that's what I did, that's what we did, that's what most of my friends did. You kind of just start rock climbing, and you meet people who do rock climbing, and you climb with them, and you learn as you go, and they give you tips and hints. It's things like, I don't know, yeah, like traditional climbing, placing gear. You learn to place gear by placing gear. You learn to set up a belay by placing belays. It's really experiential. Sure, you can get somebody to teach you how to do that. It's probably a good idea, thinking about it, but learning through experience. And yeah, certainly in the early years I did make mistakes that were stupid enough and big enough that they could have been really bad, but they weren't. There's a seal over there. He was doing that seal thing where he sticks his nose in the air and he has a nice sunbathe, and then he gets woken up by people in kayaks. Sorry. Oh, he's really having a look now. Oh, he's going back to sunbathing. That's a good sign. It's great, isn't it, that he's not fussed by it. The sun is hot. I wasn't expecting this. It's supposed to be cool and cloudy today. I'll take it. That's what I was missing, getting back in the water, having a nice ball. So I'm a bit of an idiot, and I enjoy risk, whereas Kim is very sensible, which often puts me in a tricky position of wanting to do stupid things. Kim kind of dampens that down, but kind of likes doing the things that we end up doing. But then I often feel bad about encouraging her to do stupid things, and worry about that stupid thing becoming a bad thing, and then I'll feel even worse about it, right? I probably didn't think this much about things when I was younger. Nice little bay this, look. Private bay, nobody on it. Smells fishy. So yeah, with experience you can buy experience, you can get taught how to do things, you can get experience from people around you. You can steal experience, steal experience from the people around you. The thing is, people will give experience away for free. They love giving experience away for free. It's called advice, and you'll find a lot of it in YouTube comments. Yeah, it looks bigger now. This is the end of the set.
I didn't die!
That was a bit of an end.
I do have to force myself to go. And I do like it when it's just like when it got a bit swelly, rocky out there.
Yeah.
And I think, oh god.
It was a bit bobbly, wasn't it?
What if it builds and builds and then I'm stuck? And that's what I hate, is the not knowing. Because the sea is it's so difficult to predict.
Yeah, but if you capsize, you know how to get back in deep water. But also, this is, you know, sea conditions experience.
Yeah.
You can see the surf over there is nice, and as predicted, with the beach here, it's sheltered because the swell direction is in that direction. We got the rocks here. This side tends to have no surf, so that was a big anticlimax. It was dead easy to get out, right? All you had to do was make sure you got around that rock straight.
That was fine. Yeah, that was fine.
Make sure the swell didn't tip you over. And
it's just a lack of experience and not knowing, you know, I don't have that knowledge of the water. I don't have much experience on water at all. So, like, the first time you get back in the water after having, like, a season out, you're like, oh,
or winter out, yeah.
start all over, feel like you're starting again, you know.